instead of me breaking out in song, I had to get my glasses on. Sorry, guys, it's early. So, Grand Rising Love, how are you? All right. I want to share this image with you that I got first thing, which was of, there was a female, basically 18th century costume, all the dress and the frillies in the total feminine representation. And then there was like a shadow demon, all muscular and dark and big horns and representing the masculine energy. But what was so beautiful about this image is they were both on their knees, kind of like sitting back on their feet, facing one another, and their foreheads were touching, as though there was compassion, there was forgiveness, there was kindness, there was love. Like saying, I'm sorry. The, please forgive me. The thank you. The, I love you moment. The ho'oponono. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. And what that showed me was the masculine and feminine energies finally coming together. Finally realizing that they're not fighting one another, but they are part of a whole. They are in that cycle that goes around inside our bodies. We do this all the time. We go from masculine to feminine and we fight and the ego gets in the way and all of that. So to see the forgiveness and the compassion between the masculine and feminine energy and the merging of the two, the honoring of each energy, masculine and feminine, was just spectacular. And I had forgotten how awesome it was to feel that, to feel the feminine honoring the masculine within honoring the feminine, because we both have that. We have it. It doesn't matter if you're male or female in this world. You are made of both masculine and feminine energy, and you have them both in you. And sometimes the ego takes over because of the masculine energy, thinking it needs to be so big and bold, which I think is why it was represented by the shadowy demon. But if you look at it, it's nothing more than a hurt child. That's exactly what it is. Why there is compassion. There is that honor between the masculine and the feminine. Like, hey, we are to work together, to come together. We are here to merge, to honor one another, to love each other, because we are walking this path together in this body to help this body grow, to learn, to experience. So that was kind of fun to see. I don't really know what to say more about that other than the merging of the energies. See if you see, well, I guess you would see it more in men, but anybody who is more masculine, calm down, be a little softer, see things that are switching within them, because I feel that has a lot to do with the energies that are going on, or we wouldn't be going through this. The earth is still going through her changes, and it's going to be a while because she's going through her changes, but she's also sharing all of those changes with us. So let's not forget that. And we do have the masculine and feminine energy within us. So the fact that it is trying to automatically have compassion for the other is just amazing, because normally we got to work on it really hard, right? And everybody's like, oh no, I don't like this, and so they throw in the ego, and I got to kill the ego. And no, you got to make the ego your friend. Just like the masculine and feminine energies are honoring one another, coming together, because together is where they work the best. If you have the balance within the masculine and feminine in your body, then life is so much easier. It is easier on you because you're not fighting or trying to separate them or put them in their own box when they did belong together, because they together create you. And that was a big one for me to learn, because I was always so gruff and rough and masculine, and more so than feminine. So I think so anyway. So that was a hard one for me to learn. So the day that I made friends with my ego, I'm like, hell yes, I'm going to make my ego an award. I'm so excited that my ego did this to me to show me where I wanted to be, because it only did it out of love, not out of malice. Everything that happens for us to show us how awesome we are, even if it doesn't look awesome. So remember that. The merging of the energies, things might feel a little uncomfortable, but then we're kind of getting used to, the discomfort of things, because everything is changing. We're all going through a different cycle. We are on this ride with the earth, who is going through her own cycle. So, it's just about getting comfortable with the uncomfortable and riding it along and going with the flow and feeling the energies and not resisting them, because it will persist. Whatever you are fighting, if there's something you need to do, you all know it's going to keep persisting because you're resisting. So you're not going with the flow. So this is a reminder of how easy things can actually go. Just have a little bit more compassion for yourself, for your choices, for what you do, for what you have done. Because everything that you have done has got you to this point, and how freaking amazing is that? That's magnificent. Okay. So honor yourself for being in the place of recognition of, oh, hey, I can merge these energies. I can allow them to be together, because they are together. They are one. Because everything in you is one. I think that's part of the reason they go as within, so without. Well, everything together is kind of together. We're to believe that it is separate because we see it outside of us. But everything we see outside of us is also inside of us. And nothing in here is separate. It's all together. And maybe that's why we get to see ourselves in a body. And my body is just called Ricky. But all of my energies work together. All of my energies are the same. It's like having my own solar system in here. It's all here. It's everything working together, and all the portals and the cycles and the rhythms and the magic and the harmony. And that's what makes me, me. Just like all of that makes you, you. How amazing is that? Okay. And nobody can do you greater than you, because it's only your choice, your job, your honor to play your part. Okay. All right. So now, on that note, do all those things that need to get done, and throw in a whole lot extra just for fun, and make sure you get something good to eat, and plenty of fluids today, my love. Plenty of fluids. Okay. Keep that beautiful smile. For me, if not for yourself. All right. And I will see you in tomorrow. Okay. Bye, love.